G&T breakfast show with Folly Farm. And gosh, my goodness, we've been inviting guests into our studio all morning. And once again, we are very, very grateful on our Grati-Tuesday to be joined by Reverend Sophie. Morning.
Morning, everybody. Morning. You all look like you're keeping well anyway, and it's very humorous in the studio this morning. I
don't like it when people say you look like you're keeping well. It means that I look like I've eaten well.
That's not what I was thinking at all. I thought you were both looking amazing.
No, there's always a jovial feel and a bit of frivolity on a G&T breakfast show, as you well know, being a regular member of the breakfast show with our Grati-Tuesdays and confessions. It was a funny one last week with the cup half full and get out. Cup half full, get out. And coming up this Thursday, we already know that it's to do with, is it listen while you sleep or something? Which I'm very excited to hear more details on.
Looking forward to that.
I don't know what Father Neil is up to, but yeah, he's always finding something.
I love that. But we are here today, Grati-Tuesday. I'm very grateful for everyone who spent their time speaking with us today. Sarah Jane caught up with Philippa on about the Pembrokeshire Music Service. That was on at 6:30 this morning. We then had Henry Tufnell MP, our new elected representatives in the House of Commons, have a chat with us, give us a bit of an introduction, really. And then we had Dave Golding from Patch talking about their summer snack packs. And now, Reverend Sophie, it's Grati-Tuesday, and you're with us to give us your perspective on this wonderful day.
Do you know, so this is going to sound both good and bad, all right? So today, I was supposed to be going on retreat to Caldy Island with my ecumenical brothers and sisters. So we meet every so often, every 6 to 8 weeks, we meet, that's the church in Wales, some of the Baptists and Methodists and other churches, we URC, we meet together, have breakfast together, and then we'd planned to go on a retreat today. And I was really looking forward to it. But there's kind of been like this pressure of build up of stuff over the last couple of weeks. And I was like, I need a retreat. It will do me really good. But at the same time, I could just do with just being on my own. And just not having to deal with other people at all, which I know sounds really awful, but in a lot of ways. Anyway, I got a phone call from Hugh John last night, who was organising the retreat for us, and he said to me, "So I don't think we're going to be able to do it because a lot of people are really struggling with time constraints at the moment, and I think we're going to have to call it and try and do it again later on in the year." And I was like, that's really sad, but at the same time, I'm so elated that I can just take the day to myself and not have to worry too much about speaking to too many other people, and I can just be me for the day and not have to do anything else. So I know it sounds awful to be grateful for something that's negative, but in a lot of ways, I'm feeling quite relieved as well.
I get you. I get the feeling. Yes.
And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about Jesus, and he said he often went out to pray to places, and sometimes he used to go with people, and he would pray, and he'd say to the apostles, stay and watch. And then other times he would just go away on his own. And I think sometimes we just need that, don't we? We just need a little bit of time to just take for ourselves, go away, and spend the day in prayer or meditation or whatever it is that you do, to keep you going. And so I'm just grateful for that today.
And I completely get that. On the flip side, if it was on and you would have gone, you would have thoroughly enjoyed it. You would have embraced, you would have embraced being in that moment. And it's like me, my calendar is often relatively full, and there's days where I wake up and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do everything. But I still jump in head first and be like, I'm going to embrace this moment that I'm in. But when that phone call comes, you'll be like, oh, I know that thing at 6 we were going to do. Yeah, I can't do that anymore. I'm like,
yes.
Oh. You know what?
That's what I get. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
I would have loved it. But you know what? At the same time, I'm just going to sit down with the dog, and I'm okay with that. I'll take both.
Yeah.
It's not a reflection on the people you're going to do things with.
Not at all. Not in the slightest. But it's Yeah.
So, how can we embrace that then in these days and weeks ahead till next Tuesday when we get another perspective to take on board? If we're filling up our calendars, maybe we're thinking, oh, summer's coming, which means I need to do all of these things. I've got 6 weeks to finish my take over the world plan, or I've got children to entertain. Actually, there's a lot of wonder in just doing a bit of nothing.
Can we just rewind there for a minute? The Take Over the World plan, okay? I don't know whether you remember watching Pinky and the Brain when you were a kid.
The same that we do every night.
Trying to take over the world.
Brain.
Sorry, just had to go there.
Yes, I do remember.
I would say, so I'm in my churches, I'm teaching people that we need to take that time. And so often what I'm saying to people at the moment is get yourself up just 10 minutes earlier in the morning. Go make yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or whatever it is you like to drink first thing in the morning. And just find yourself a space to sit and be. Just take 10 minutes. It doesn't wrap your hands around that cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is you're drinking, and just take 10 minutes to breathe and to just be. Because the world is a really, really busy place. And in order for us to take stock and in order for us to be healthy human beings, we need to take a step back and just breathe. And in that time, I will pray. And sometimes I might read scripture. But sometimes I just don't. I just sit there with my hands around my cup of tea and just be. And I think that's a really, really important thing for us to learn how to do. And 10 minutes is not a long time. So, and it doesn't have to be first thing in the morning. You know, if you've got loads of kids screaming first thing in the morning, seasons of life. Like, you know, my kids are all grown up now. So my youngest is about to turn 16. I'm not old enough to have a 16-year-old. My oldest is going to be 21 this year. It's crazy. But so it's I can do that, but not everybody can do that. So find a time that is good for you during the day. You know that when you have babies, the midwives always say to you, when the baby is sleeping, take a rest, have a sleep yourself, because you're going to need to catch up somewhere. Well, actually, when you're given those opportunities, just take a step back, have a cup of tea or whatever, and breathe.
I love that. Yeah, I love that, because I think we all need, we all do. We all do need to take that on board, whether we've got children, whether we haven't, whatever we do in life, we do need that little bit of time for ourselves. So I can relate to that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Reverend Sophie, for joining us on Grati-Tuesday. I hope you find a few 10-minute slots, because, come the weekend, I know that I'm not going to give you one.
I'm so excited. The dress is ready. And I'm very excited about the whole thing. It's going to be very exciting. Father Neil is prepped with his sermon.
I cannot wait.
He has not shared anything with me, so I'm going to apologise to you right now.
I was going to say, I hope you've read it through and made sure that it's okay.
No, I haven't seen it.
I love that. It's our fault, because it's literally what we asked for. So, so I'm excited to hear that. Gina, Maria Sky's been in touch.
Yeah, Maria says, I totally agree with this, Reverend Sophie, and something I try to distill in my children and husband in a daily basis, especially before our busy day starts. Yesterday morning, I got up about 5-ish and the sky was bright red, and I just sat there looking out at the view and enjoying that view. Have a great day. And thank you, Maria. Like you say, it does make a world of difference.
Yeah, thank you very much. Reverend Sophie, you come joining us again on Thursday for confessions.
Confessions. I can't wait. I'm very excited about these confessions. I've got a bit of a confession myself, to be honest with you. Do you want me to keep it for Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
We're going to keep that one. And how's Sam getting on, bless him? You jumped him straight into
Oh,
confessions for that one.
yeah, we did. Yeah, he's doing well. I'm seeing him again this afternoon, so yeah, we're gonna see how it goes today, and yeah, we're gonna go for
Amazing.
lunch. Go for lunch.
Oh, my
Pass,
goodness.
pass on our hellos. We have still got Unscramble going on. We've got some What's Ons with the Great Wedlock Farm and Deer Park still to come. Reverend Sophie on Grati-Tuesday, thank you so much for joining us.
No worries. Take care, guys. God bless.
Folly Farm, sponsors of The Breakfast Show.